Day. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the episode 61 of our Forex Light sessions. How are you doing? I'm happy to see you on this live session. Yeah, let me know where you're joining us from on the chat. Just put on the chat where you're joining this call from. So I'm streaming live all the way from the progressive city, okay, let me say state of Ondo, Nigeria. And it's a privilege to be in the position where I can share a few things about Forex, a few things that will, of course, make money in Forex because that's the whole idea. That I'm sure that's why you're also here. The whole goal is to make some money from this environment because, of course, a lot of money changes hands every day, every day to an extent, every day. And whether you participate or not, this money gets moved around. So, I mean, what else can you do but to just join the ride and take your share of it, more or less, right? Take your share of the cake. Yeah. So, and how to best do that and not even lose, without losing the bait. Yeah, it's like trying to catch fish. You have your hook, you have your bait. Of course, to catch the fish, you have to release both your hook with the bait into the ocean, into the water, into the river, hoping that the fish is going to get attracted to that bait, and then you know, it can get stuck on the hook, where you then reel it in and make your income, which is the fish. So it's a similar thing. You don't want a scenario whereby the fish, yes, is going to get attracted to your bait, it's going to bite your bait, and but unfortunately, your hook did not capture the fish. You don't want that scenario. You want your hook to be able to capture the fish, and you want to be in a position to really the profit. So that's why we continually consume information, we continually fine tune what we know and improve on it. The whole idea is to ensure that we do not lose our bait, which is our investment, the risk that we put into every trade. We don't want to lose that. We do not want to lose that. We do not want to lose that. What we want to see is for the market to catch onto our bait and you know, get stuck on the hook so that we can reel it in appropriately. So the market will be opening this the gold market will be opening later today, and I wouldn't be doing much trading at the time because based on history, and when the market just opens, the volume is not really heavy enough to move the market in any significant direction. So joining the market at that time, you may not really you may not be able to predict what is going to happen. So you'll be basically be at risk. You'll be more at risk, at least so far. So what I would do, I will take time to experience that opening period more and really figure out exactly how it works. Because yes, it may not move a lot on the larger time frame, but I see a possibility where on the smaller time frame, it could still be playing out some patterns, some action, and we may be able to make something for ourselves on the lower time frame at that time period. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. That should be in about 10 hours time or thereabout. We'll see how it goes. We'll figure something out. If it's possible, we'll be there to leverage. We'll be there to capitalize. And if it is not possible, then we'll be wise enough. You know, we will remain wise enough to limit our participation so that we do not, like I said, so that we do not lose our precious bits without anything. We don't want to be in that position. We do not want to be in that position. So, by extending the setups that we had last week and seeing if they will continue to play out this week, I expect them to. I expect them to continue to play out. Of course, that also involves breaking out, retesting, and things like that. So yeah, so right now, you can see this wedge playing out on the 4 hour time frame. We have the resistance, the support, then the resistance still aligns with this support. Then the price came up. Then okay, at this time it has not gotten to the resistance, so I still expect it to come up and make contact with this resistance line as much as possible. That is what I expect. And I also notice a psychological level, that is this line. I can see a psychological level that may align with that, and that alignment happened around this area. So around this, good. So around this area, we can see that the psychological level and the resistance made contact. So we could have something like this. Let's see. This is a zone. So the price may play around this zone for a while. It may play around this zone for a while. Make contact here, break out of the zone, test the zone before coming, you know, before coming all the way and making the expected contact at this point. So this is my projection. It's not really an analysis, and it's not really an analysis. It's just a prediction based on historical experience with the market, with the chart. You can see, the chart tends to replay what has happened in the past. Based on that, this is what is likely to happen. This resistance in alignment with the psychological level, in alignment with this psychological level. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's check out a higher time frame daily and see if that psychological level aligns with any major daily operation. Okay, so this is the psychological level in question, and as you can see, it aligns with this daily close on this date. It aligns, okay, more or less to the daily close on this day as well, and daily opening on this day, more or less. All right. So this is a recognized psychological level. This is a recognized psychological level. Okay, let's go back in time even further. Let's go further back in time and see if there's anything else that the psychological level aligns with. Okay, okay. Okay, just close with a bit, not really perfect alignment, just slightly close to it at this time as well. All right, I think that's all we have for that psychological level. That okay, that's all the data we have for that psychological level for the daily open and close. Let's see weekly if we have anything on the weekly for that psychological level. Now, what we are doing is looking for how strong that level is, because the stronger a level is, and the stronger its magnetic attraction for price. These zones have a level of attraction. They tend to attract price. They tend to attract the price of the market. So, if I can identify a very very strong, if I can identify a strong area, a strong zone in the market, then that zone I can work with it. I can build an analysis around that zone with a stronger confidence, and that price is likely to work with that as well. Okay, so was a weekly close. Good. So this was actually a weekly close, which is also, it's also it's also a good place to be. Oh, okay. It was a weekly high last week. It was a weekly high. Good. More or less, it was a weekly high. So these are things that strengthens that psychological level. These are things that basically confirms or informs the strength of that psychological level. Okay, good. At this point, it was also the close of the week. So I think I've seen enough reasons to treat that psychological level, especially, or should I say, to give that psychological level more attention. I've seen several major moves of the market playing out at that psychological level. So I think we have ourselves we've gotten for ourselves a good place to work. Something good to work with for the coming week. I think we've gotten for ourselves something good to work with for the coming week, for the upcoming week. Let's see if there's one last thing for us to do. Let's see if there's anything else on the monthly. Okay, so it was a monthly high or not. Okay, no, not really. Just, yeah, more or less. A monthly high at this point. Monthly high. Okay, not really a monthly high for that. Okay, all right. So I think we are good. We have enough. We have enough indicators to work with. We have enough factors to work with. Okay, good. So that is the outlook for this week. I expect our gold. If it's coming up, I expect it to come up and respond at this point. If it's not coming up, then that's that about that. But if it's gonna come up, this is what we'll be looking out for. All right, so that is the projection for the week. But of course, I'm not gonna just set trades based on this because it is pure. It is more a feeling than it is more a feeling than an actual technical analysis. That's how I see it. It is more a feeling. Yes, I've gotten some. I got some, what I call it, some indications to influence my feeling in that direction. But I will need to see the price to do something. I will need to see the price act like it's gonna play it out before I I take it seriously. And I won't just rest on my laurels and wait for that to happen. No, I will still follow the price action. I will still follow the trend and respond and enter the market based on what I see when the week starts. Benefit of having doing this preview is it makes your analysis faster when the market actually opens. You get to analyze it faster because you basically studied the historical data previously. So and it also helps you to identify opportunities better as well. You get to spot opportunities better. Assuming I did not do this analysis and the price comes to this area, to this psychological level, let me go back to the chart. Okay, if the price comes back to this psychological level at some point during the week, I wouldn't know it was a special one. I would think it's just a regular level. So I would treat it, as well as any other level. Not knowing that it was actually a very strong level that has a stronger tendency to do something to impact the price movement. So this analysis we've been able to establish a strong level to work with, and yes, overall that is something that we'll look forward to during the week. So that'll be all for today's session. Uh, it's Forex environment is a very beautiful one. It's one that a lot of us are obsessed with in a good way, actually, because there's so many things out there in the world to be obsessed with. I remember there was a time where when I was obsessed with things like novels and things like that. So for years, imagine I've been obsessed with forex all those years. Where I will be today, even further, and yeah, even further than I am right now. But it's all building you up for something. Like the fact that I could be obsessed for something in something for so long gives me the confidence that okay, I also can when I find something that is actually positive, I have the ability to become obsessed with it. So no matter what, it was still not time completely lost. No, in fact, it was not time lost because I'm still alive. I'm still doing well, and look at me today. All right, I'm doing quite all right for myself, thanks to Juba. Of course, it's not by my power, but my skills. Like I told you, I was obsessed with some not so good things before now. Thanks to Juba for the grace of rescue. Yeah, that's what I would call it. Thanks to Juba for the grace of rescue. And here I am today, uh, in a position to also help others, in a position to be of service to you, my dear audience, Mr. Okay, good. Yeah. So I'm happy to see you on the call today, and I'm confident that we'll be together again tomorrow as we see the market do what it's going to do, as we try to leverage its movement. Because, like I said, whether we are there or not, it's going to move. So, the best thing we can do is to find a good point to join the ride. Yes, join the ride to take profit. That will be all for today. Bye bye.